O God of our salvation, for in you alone do we find the strength to revive our souls. In you alone do we find nourishment to meet the needs of this journey. Come speedily to us once more, so that we may see your glory and know where our true help lies. Amen. Please remain standing for the reading of the gospel.
Good morning.
Good morning.
While I get my specs out, I was watching a newscast yesterday, and a gentleman was there and said about having his third bestseller, and it made me curious. So, of course, I went to the internet, went to the Guinness Book of World Records, and wanted to find out what was the bestseller ever. I've got it right here in front of me. 5 billion copies of the Bible have been sold since I've been keeping records. That number came from 1995. If the average number per year works out, we're now about 6 billion copies of the Bible. The next bestseller has 140 million. So when someone says, have you read a good book lately? Show them this one. Best non-fictional history book, adventure book ever written. Today I'm reading from the bestseller, Luke, chapter 16, verses 1 through 13. Jesus now told this story to his disciples. A rich man hired an accountant to handle his affairs, but soon a rumor went around that the accountant was thoroughly dishonest. So his employer called him in and said, "What's this I hear about you stealing from me? Get your report in order, for you're to be dismissed." The accountant thought to himself, "Now what? I'm through here. I haven't the strength to go dig ditches, and I'm too proud to beg. I know just the thing, and then I'll have plenty of friends to take care of me when I leave." So he invited each one who owed money to his employer to come and discuss the situation. He asked the first one, "How much do you owe him?" "My debt is 850 gallons of olive oil," the man replied. "Yes, here's a contract you signed," the accountant told him. "Tear it up and write another one for half that much." "How much do you owe him?" he asked the next man. 1,000 bushels of wheat was the reply. "Here," the accountant said, "take your note and replace it for one of only 800 bushels. The rich man had to admire the rascal for being so shrewd. And it is true that the citizens of the world are more clever in dishonesty than godly are. But shall I tell you to act that way, to buy friendship through cheating? Will this ensure your entry into the everlasting home in heaven? No. For unless you are honest in small matters, you won't be in large ones. If you cheat even a little, you won't be honest with greater responsibilities. And if you are untrustworthy about worldly wealth, who will trust you with their true riches of heaven? And if you are not faithful with others, people's money, why should you be entrusted with money on your own? For neither you nor anyone else can serve two masters. You will hate one and show loyalty to the other, or else the other way around. You will be enthusiastic about one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. The reading of the word.
Thanks be to God. Please be seated, except for the children, if they'd come forward for the children's message.
My daddy was born in a wheat field. My mama was born on a railroad track. My sister was born in a black Ford, and I was born in Hackensack. But I tell you that it makes no difference.
Sigh of relief that she's not here by herself. Okay. So, when you put on your shoes and socks in the morning, do you do it in that order?